Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chapter 13. Shri Shuka Uvacha Nishamya Vacham Vadato Munef Punyatamam Nrupa Bhuyah Prapancha Kauravyo Vasudeva Katadhrutaha. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, O king, after hearing all these most virtuous topics from the sage Maitreya, Vidura inquired further on the topics of Supreme Personality of Godhead, which he adored to hear. Vidura Uvacha Savai Swayambhuvah Samrat Priyah Putra Swayambhuvah Pratilabhya Priyam Patnim Kim Chakara Tato Mune. Vidura said, O great sage, why did Swayambhuva, the dear son of Brahma, do after obtaining his very loving wife? Charitam tasya rajarsher adirajasya sattama bruhi me shruddhadhanaya vishvaksenashrayo hyasau. O best of the virtuous, the original king of the kings, Manu, was a great devotee of the personality of Godhead, Hari, and thus it was worth hearing all of his sublime character and activities. Please describe them. I am very eager to hear. Shrutasya pumsam suchirashramasya nanvanjasa Surimiriditoortaha tattadhu gunanrushravanam mukunda padaravindam hridayeshu yosham. People who hear from a spiritual master with great labor and for a long time must hear from the mouths of pure devotees about the character and activities of pure devotees. Pure devotees always think within their hearts of the lotus feet of the personality of Godhead who awards his devotees liberation. Shri Shuka Uvacha Iti Bruvanam Viduram Vinitam Sahasrashirshashcharanopathanam Prahrushtaroma Bhagavatkatayam Praniyamano Munirabhyachashta. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, was pleased to place his lotus feet on the lap of Vidura because Vidura was very meek and gentle. The sage Maitreya was very pleased with Vidura's words, and being influenced by his spirit, he attempted to speak. Maitreya Uvacha Yada Svabharyaya Sardham Jatasvayambhuvo Manuhu Pranjalif Pranataschedam Vedagarbha Mabhashata. The sage Maitreya said to Vidura, After his appearance, Manu, the father of the mankind, along with his wife, thus addressed the reservoir of Vedic wisdom, Brahma, with obeisances and folded hands. त्वमेकः सर्वभूतानां जन्मकृद्वृत्तिदः पिता तथापि नः प्रजानां ते शुश्रूषा केन वा भवेत्. You are the father of all living entities and the source of their subsistence, because they are all born of you. Please order us how we may be able to render service unto you. Tadvidehi namastubhyam karma kridhyatma shaktishu yat krutveha yasho vishwagmut amutra cha bhaved gatihi. O worshipful one, please give us your direction for execution of duty within our working capacity, so that we can follow it for fame in this life and progress in the next. Brahmovacha Pritistubhyamaham Tata Swastistadvam Kshitikshvara Swastistadvam Kshitishvara Yennirvyalikena hruda Shadimetyatmanarpitam. Lord Brahma said, My dear son, O Lord of the world, I am very pleased with you, and I desire all blessings for both you and your wife. You have without reservation surrendered yourself unto me with your heart for my instructions. Etavatyaatmajairvira karyahypachirir gurau shaktya pramattair gruhyeta sadharam gatamatsaraihi. O hero, your example is quite befitting a son in relationship with his father. This sort of adoration for the superior is required. One who is beyond the limit of envy and who is sane accepts the order of his father with great delight and excuses it to his full capacity. Sattvamasyaamapatyani sadrushanyatmano gunaihi utpadyasha dharmena gam yajnaih purusham yaja. Since you are my very obedient son, I ask you to beget children qualified like yourself in the womb of your wife. Rule the world in pursuance of the principles of devotional service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and thus worship the Lord by performances of yajna. Param susrushanam mahyam syat prajarakshaya nrupa bhagavamste prajabhartur hrishikesho nutushyati. O king, if you can give proper protection to the living beings in the material world, that will be the best service for me. When the Supreme Lord sees you to be a good protector of the conditioned souls, certainly the master of the senses will be very pleased with you. Yesham natushto bhagavan yajnalingo janardanaha tesham shramo hyapartaya yadatmanadrutasvayam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Janardana, Lord Krishna, is the form to accept all results of sacrifice. If he is not satisfied, then one's labor for advancement is futile. He is the ultimate self, and therefore, one who does not satisfy him certainly neglects his own interests. मनुरुवाच आदेशोऽहं भगवतो वर्तेयामीव सूदन स्थानं त्विहानुजानीहि प्रजानां मम च प्रभो. Sri Manu said, O all-powerful Lord, O killer of all sins, I shall abide by your order. Now please let me know my place and that of the living entities born of me. Yadokah sarvabhutanam mahimagna-mahambhasi asya uddharane yajno yatno devadevya vidhiyatam. O Master of the demigods, please attempt to lift the earth, which is merged in the great water, because it is the dwelling place of all the living entities. It can be done by your endeavor and by the mercy of the Lord. Maitreya uvacha parameshti tvapamadhye tata sannama vekshyagam katamenam samunneshya iti dadhyau dhiyachiram. Sri Maitreya said, thus seeing the earth merged in the water, Brahma gave his attention for a long time to how it could be lifted. Srujyato me kshitir varbhihi plavyamana rasam gata atrata kimanushsteya masyabhi sargayojitaihi yasyaham hrudayadasam sa isho vidadhatu me. Brahma thought, while I have been engaged in the process of creation, the earth has been inundated by a deluge and has gone down into the depths of the ocean. What can we do who are engaged in this matter of creation? It is best to let the Almighty Lord direct us. Ityabhidyayato nasa vivirat sahana nagha varahatoko niragad angushta parimanakaha. O sinless Vidura, all of a sudden, while Brahma was engaged in thinking, a small form of the boar came out of the nostril. The measurement of the creature was not more than the upper portion of a thumb. Tasya bipashyata swastaha. Tasya bipashyata kastaha. Kshanena kila bharata rajamatrah pravavrudhe tadadbhuta mabhunmahat. O descendant of Bharata, while Brahma was observing him, that boar became situated in the sky in the wonderful manifestation as gigantic as a great elephant. Marichi pramukair vipraihi kumarair manunasaha društva tatsaukaram rupam tarkayamasa chitradha. Struck with wonder at observing the wonderful boar-like form in the sky, Brahma, with great Brahmanas like Marichi, as well as the Kumaras and Manu, began to argue in various ways. Kime tat sukaravyajam sattvam divyamavastitam aho bhatascharya midam nasayame vinisrutam. Is this some extraordinary entity come in the pretense of a boar? Is it very wonderful that he has come from my nose? दृष्टों गुष्टशिरो मात्रः क्षणद् क्षणद्गण्डशिलास समः अपि स्विद्भगवानेश यज्ञो मे खेदयन्मनः. First of all, this boar was seen no bigger than the tip of a thumb, and within a moment he was as large as a stone. My mind is perturbed. Is he the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu? Iti mimam satastasya brahmanas saha sunubhihi bhagavan yajna purusho jagarjagendra sannibhaha. While Brahma was deliberating with his sons, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, roared tumultuously like a great mountain. Brahmanam harshayamasa haristamscha dvijottaman swagarjitena kukubaha pratisvanayata vibhuhu. The omnipotent Supreme Personality of Godhead enlivened Brahma and the other highly elevated Brahmanas by again roaring with his uncommon voice, which echoed in all directions. Nishamyate gargharitam swakeda kshayishnu Maya Mayasukarasya Janastapah Satya Nivasinaste Tribih Paritrair Munayor Gunansma. When the great sages and the thinkers who are residents of Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka heard the tumultuous voice of the Lord Boar, which was the all-auspicious sound of the all-merciful Lord, they chanted auspicious chants from the three Vedas. Tesham satam vedavitanamurtir brahmavadharyartmagunanuvadam vinadya bhuyo vibudhodayaya Gajendra Lilo Jalamavivesha. Playing like an elephant, he entered into the water after roaring again in reply to the Vedic prayers by the great devotees. The Lord is the object of the Vedic prayers, and thus he understood that the devotees' prayers were meant for him. Ukshiptavalasvacharaskhatoraha tata vidhunvan kararoma shatvak kurahatabhrah sitadamshtra isha jyotirbhabhase bhagavan mahidraha. Before entering the water to rescue the earth, before entering the water to rescue the earth, Lord Boar flew in the sky, slashing his tail, his hard hairs quivering. His very glance was luminous, and he scattered the clouds in the sky with his hooves and his glittering white tusks. Granena pruvya padavim vijignan krodapadesha swayamadvarangaha karaladamstropyakaraladrugbhya muddisya vipran gunato vishaktam. He was personally the Supreme Lord Vishnu and was therefore transcendental. Yet, because he had the body of a hog, he searched after the earth by smell. His tusks were fearful, and he glanced over the devotee Brahmanas engaged in offering prayers. Thus he entered the water. सवज्रकूटाङ्गनिपातवेग विशीर्णकुक्षिः स्तन यन्नुदन्वान् उत्सृष्टदीर्घोर्मिभुजैरिवार्त चतुक्रोश यज्ञेश्वर पाहि मेति. Diving into the water like a giant mountain, Lord Boar divided the middle of the ocean. The two high waves appeared as the arms of the ocean, which cried loudly as if praying to the Lord, O Lord of all sacrifices, please do not cut me into two. Kindly give me protection. Kurai क्षुरप्रैर्दरयंस्तदाप उत्पारपारं त्रिपरूरसायां दधर्षगां तत्र सुसृप्सुरग्रे यां जीवधानीं स्वयमभ्यदत्त. Lord Boar penetrated the water with his hooves, which were like sharp arrows, and found the limits of the ocean, although it was unlimited. He saw the earth, resting place of all living beings, lying as it was in the middle of the creation, and he personally lifted it. Swadam shtrayodhrutya mahim nimagnam sa utstitah samruruche rasayah tatrapi daityam gadaya patantam sunabha sandipita tivramanyuhu. Lord Boar very easily took the earth on his tusks and got it out of the water. Thus he appeared very splendid. Then his anger glowing like the Sudarshana wheel, he immediately killed the demon Hiranyaksha, although he tried to fight with the Lord. Jagana rundhanamasahya vikramam salilayebham mrugaradivaambhasi tadraktapankita gandatundo yata gajendro jagatim vibhindan. Thus Lord Boar killed the demon within the water, just as a lion kills an elephant. The cheeks and the tongue of the Lord became smeared with the blood of the demon, just as the elephant becomes reddish from digging in the purple earth. Tamala-neelam sitadantakoshtya kshamamutkshipantam gajalilayangam prajnaya baddhanjalayonuvaakair virinchi mukya upatasyurishan. Then the Lord, playing like an elephant, suspended the earth on the edge of his curved white tusks. He assumed a bluish complexion like that of a tamala tree, and thus the sages, headed by Brahma, could understand him to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead and offered respectful obeisances unto the Lord. Rishiruvacha जितं जितं ते जितयज्ञभावना त्रयीं तनुं स्वां परिधुन्वते नमः यद्रोमगर्तेषु निलिल्युरदया दयस्तस्मै नमः कारण सूकरायते. All the sages uttered with great respect, O unconquerable enjoyer of all sacrifices, all glories and victories unto you. You are moving in your form of the personified Vedas, and in the hair holes of your body the oceans are submerged. For certain reasons, to uplift the earth, you have now assumed the form of a boar. रूपं तवैतन्ननु दुष्कृतात्मनां दुर्दर्शनं देव यदद्वरात्मकं छिन्दांसि यस्य त्वचि बर्हिरोम स्वाज्यं धृषि त्वङ्घ्रिषु चातुर्होत्रम्. O Lord, your form is worshipable by performers of sacrifice, but souls who are simply miscreants are unable to see it. All the Vedic hymns, Gayatri and others, are in the touch of your skin. In your bodily hairs is the kusa grass, and in your eyes is the clarified butter, and in your 4 legs are the 4 kinds of fruitive activities. Sraktunda asit sruva ishanasayo girodare Sraktunda asit sruva ishanasayor idodare चमसा कर्णरन्ध्रे प्राशित्रमास्ये ग्रसने ग्रहास्तुते यच्चर्वणं ते भगवन् अग्निहोत्रम्. O Lord, your tongue is a place of sacrifice. Your nostril is another plate of sacrifice. In your belly is the eating plate of sacrifice, and another plate of sacrifice is the holes of your ears. In your mouth is the Brahma plate of sacrifice. Your throat is the place of sacrifice known as Soma, and whatever you chew is known as Agnihotra. दीक्षाणुजन्मोपसदः शिरोधरं त्वं प्रायणीयोदयनीयदंष्ट्रः जिह्वाः प्रवर्ग्यस्तव शीर्षकं क्रतोः यत्स्यावसत्यं चितयोऽसवो हिते. Moreover, O Lord, the repetition of your appearance is the desire for all kinds of initiation. Your neck is the place for 3 desires, and your tusks are the result of initiation and the end of all desires. Your tongue is the prior activities of initiation. Your head is the fire without sacrifice, as well as the fire of worship, and your living forces are the aggregate of all desires. Somastu retas savananyavasthitihi संस्थाविभेदास्तव देवधातवः सत्राणि सर्वाणि शरीरसन्धिस्त्वं सर्वयज्ञक्रतुरिष्टबन्धनः. O Lord, your semen is the sacrifice called Somayajna. Your growth is the ritualistic performances of the morning. Your skin and touch sensations are the 7 elements of Agnistoma sacrifice. Your bodily joints are the symbols of various other sacrifices performed in 12 days. Therefore, you are the object of all sacrifices called Soma and Asoma, and you are bound by yajnas only. Namo namaste kila mantra devata dravyaya sarvakratave kriyatmane vairagya bhaktyatmajayanubhavita jnanaya vidya gurave namo namaha. O Lord, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead and are worshipable by universal prayers, Vedic hymns, and sacrificial ingredients. We offer your obeisances unto you. We offer our obeisances unto you. You can be released by the pure mind, freed from all visible and invisible material contaminations. We offer our respectful obeisances to you as the supreme spiritual master of knowledge in devotional service. दंष्ट्राग्रकोष्ट्या भगवंस्त्वया धृता विराजते भूधरभूः स भूधरा यथा वनानिस्सरतो दता धृता मतङ्गजेन्द्रस्य सपत्रपद्मिनी. O lifter of the earth with its mountains, which you have lifted with your tusks, is situated as beautifully as a lotus flower with leaves sustained by an infuriated elephant just coming out of the water. Trayimayam rupamidam cha saukaram bhumandale natadata dhrutena te चकास्ति शृङ्गोडघनेन भूयसा कुलाचलेन्द्रस्य यतैव विभ्रमः. O Lord, as the peak of the great mountains become beautiful when decorated with clouds, your transcendental body has become beautiful because of your lifting the earth on the edge of your tusks. संस्थापयैनां जगतां सतस्युषां लोकाय पत्नीमसि मातरं पिता विधेम चास्यै नमसा सह त्वया यस्यां स्वतेजोऽग्निमिवारणावधाः. O Lord, for the residential purposes of all inhabitants, both moving and unmoving, this earth is your wife, and you are the Supreme Father. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you, along with Mother Earth, in whom you have invested your own potency, just as an expert sacrificer puts fire in the arani wood. कः क्षद्धधीतान्यतमस्तव प्रभो कः क्षद्धधीतान्यतमस्तवः प्रभो रसां गताया भुव उद्वीभहर्णम् न विस्मयोऽसौ त्वयि विश्वविस्मये यो माययेदं ससृजेति vismayam. Who else but you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, could deliver the earth from within the water? It is not very wonderful. It is not very wonderful for you, however, because you acted more wonderfully in the creation of the universe. By your energy, you have created this wonderful cosmic manifestation. Who else but you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, could deliver the earth from within the water? It is not very wonderful for you, however, because you acted more wonderfully in the creation of the universe. By your energy, you have created this wonderful cosmic manifestation. Vidunvata Vedamayam Nijam Vapur Janastapas Satya Nivasino Vayam Satashi सटाशिकोद्धूतशिवाम्बु बिन्दुभिर्विमृज्यमाना भृशमीशपाविताः. O Supreme Lord, undoubtedly we are inhabitants of the most pious planets, the Jana, Tapas, and Satya lokas, but still we have been purified by the drops of water sprinkled from your shoulder hairs by the shaking of your body. Savai bhatash brashtamatistavai yah karmanam paramaparakarmanah yadyogamaya gunayogamohitam vishwam samastam bhagavan videhisham. O Lord, there is no limit to your wonderful activities. Anyone who desires to know the limit of your activities is certainly nonsensical. Everyone in this world is conditioned by the powerful mystic potencies. Please bestow your causeless mercy upon these conditioned souls. Maitreya uvacha ityupastiyamanosau munibhirbrahmavadhibihi salile swakurakranta upadattavitavanim. The sage Maitreya said, the Lord, being thus worshipped by all the great sages and transcendentalists, touched the earth with his hooves and placed it on the water. Sa ittam bhagavanurvim vishvaksenah prajapatihi rasaya lilayon Neetamapsunyasya yayau harihi. In this manner, the personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, the maintainer of all living entities, raised the earth from within the water, and having placed it afloat on water, he returned to his own abode. Yayevametam harimedaso harehe katam samudram kataniyamayiнаः shrunvita bhaktya shravayeta voshatim janardhanosyasu hrudif prasidhati. If one hears and describes in a devotional service attitude this auspicious narration of Lord Bore, which is worthy of description, the Lord, who is within the heart of everyone, is very pleased. Tasmin prasanne sakalashisham prabho kim durlabham tabhiralam lavatmabhihi ananya drishtya bhajatam gruhashayah swayam vidatte swagatim paraf. Nothing remains unachieved when the Supreme Personality of Godhead is pleased with someone. By transcendental achievement, one understands everything else to be insignificant. One who engages in transcendental loving service is elevated to the highest perfectional stage by the Lord Himself, who is seated in everyone's heart. Ko nama loke purushartha saravit Purakatanam Bhagavat Kata Sudham Apiya Karnanjali Bhirbhavapaha Mahovirajeta Vinanat Naretaram. Who other than one who is not a human being can exist in this world and not be interested in the ultimate goal of life? Who can refuse the nectar of narrations about the personality of Godhead's activities, which by itself can deliver one from all marital pangs? Thus ends the chapter entitled The Appearance of Lord Varaha. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.